And then really quick to touch on Spencer Turnbull making the rotation. Remember, he started against the Brew Crew down the stretch last season in Milwaukee. And that was in one of the games where Christian Yelich actually won the batting title in the NL. So Yelich had the great season. The Brewers had the great season, won the NL Central, and really hit up Spencer Turnbull. They had their way with him. And now he's in the big league rotation to start the season. Well, he's not the sexiest arm or option, but he does throw hard. It's just, what other pitches does he possess, and can he do it? Can he throw hard with command? That is still to be determined.
Officially, it's Jordan Zimmerman, Matthew Boyd, Spencer Turnbull, Matt Moore, and Tyson Ross.
How about that 3 through 5? A bunch of guys that probably would not be in other major league rotations, of teams that are contenders or even teams that are a little bit better. I mean, there's not many teams in the American League that are worse off than the Tigers going into the regular season. Outside of Baltimore. Baltimore Tigers, you could flip-flop. I think the O's will be the worst team in the AL, but not by much, because the Tigers are right there, too, as in the low man on the totem pole in the American League.
Yeah, it looks tough. Zimmerman, Boyd are going to have to do a lot of work. You're going to need some, basically, best-case scenario, Matt Moore, Tyson Ross, they show some things, and 3 through 5, maybe you can get something in a trade in return. I think a lot of these guys on the rotation and in the starting lineup for the Detroit Tigers, if they have good seasons, might open themselves up to help the club later on with trades, most notably Nick Castellanos, which I guess you can maybe set me straight and help the listeners understand as well. So the situation with Nick Castellanos was kind of talked about maybe in terms of the fact that maybe he would not start the season on the roster. But now that the season's here, he's on it. He's going to be, playing every single day. And the talk, in the last few weeks has been that Nick Castellanos might earn a new contract. And so there's now more and more talk that maybe he will just be a guy that, if you sign him for a couple more years at a reasonable price, that you can just keep him. But others are saying, you know what, this year, right from game one, is just a season-long audition, and if you can sign him relatively affordably, then it makes it even easier to move him along at the trade deadline.